The book that I'm gonna talk today is The Monogram Murders by Sophie Hannah. Oh, sorry, wrong book. The main characters are Hercule Poirot, that is a very smart detective. He's also very sarcastic, but at the end, he's a gentleman. The next one is Edward Catchpool. The next part should be considered a blooper. The next one is Edward Catchpool. He's smart, not as smart as Poirot, but smart after all. And he's also very insecure. And finally, the last character is Jenny. That's why I hate her so much. The main conflict is that there are 3 dead bodies in a luxury hotel. But what's the weird thing about these dead people? Well, they have monogrammed cufflinks in their mouths.
I will be putting right here an image of a cufflink if you don't know what it is.
The solution is that Poirot and Catchpole find out who's the killer. But the book has an open end, so you don't know if the killer went to jail or not. And that's
disappointing.
my favorite part is the beginning of the end. This is because I love how Poirot starts telling how he knows who's the killer. And I find it pretty amazing how he remembers every detail of every moment. My least favorite part is the beginning of the book because it's really boring. The setting of my book is in London in the late 20s. Now we're gonna talk about the difficult part, the plot. The plot begins when Edward Catchpole finds 3 dead bodies in a luxury hotel with monogrammed cufflinks in their mouths. But Poirot suspects that Jenny is related. Jenny is a woman that he knew in a coffee shop, and Jenny is a woman that Poirot met previously in a coffee shop and said something really weird. Don't let them open their mouths. So he has that little suspicious mind. With suspicious mind. They ask the hotel for the identity of the dead people, and they discover that they live in the same town. So it's now Catchpole's work to find why are dead and if the town is related. Once Catchpole is in town, he discovers that the dead people were related with the suicide of a pastor. But what's even more interesting is that Jenny also lived in that town and also was related with the suicide of that pastor. Jananan. With all this new information, Poirot decides that maybe they should go and make a visit to Jenny. Once in Jenny's house, Poirot starts telling why he suspects that Jenny is the killer. But Jenny starts justifying herself of committing those murders. But when you think that Jenny is going to go directly to jail, Poirot asks Catchpole to decide if Jenny goes to jail or not. And you don't know what happens. So it's really sad. Now it's the turn of my character. My character's name is Edward Catchpool. He's a 30-year-old man that works in Scotland Yard and lives in the late 20s. He's very smart. He has a severe lack of confidence, and he is really innocent when theories of the murder are required. The main conflict of the character is discovering who's the killer. The solution is that when he finds out, he decides if the killer goes to jail or not. His main character strengths are these ones. He's perseverant, he's honest, and he's also very grateful. Here's the other part of Jenny. She is a killer. And I really hated that character because at first you think that she's good, but then you know that she's a killer and she only wanted her own benefit.